tank though.
Yep, including
Interesting.
It's the Zarya effect, right? And this is their weakest map because they say they can't use Zarya very well here.
Good hook to come out though, as Alpha's already picked up a kill with that Flame Strike.
So this first exchange is going to be really important, obviously, because you get the edge. That's control point maps work. I mean, you get the first cap because it's much easier to defend without using your ults than taking. It's going to be a nice edge here. Looks like it's going to go over to meta Athena. Envyus will give up control.
This is dangerous as well, giving control of the point over to this triple tank composition. Focusing out Mickey here as well, he's going to have to be so necessary.
Oh, look at us dropping it from behind. No one saw it.
Oh my god, through the wall. One more time. The self-destruct easily picks up the double as we're seeing some old meta plays coming out again with these combo ultimates from meta Athena.
Mickey here going to get picked off a little bit late. This is going to be likely the recap for meta Athena.
Nice stagger as well coming in.
Yeah, this is really problematic. Envyus is really going to have one more shot at this one, and they don't have any ults to make this happen. Kako's going to be the only one with Primal Rage. It's very effective to buy time, but not everything else. Mickey soon the self-destruct. Saya getting ready to use this tac visor defensively at the right moment once the Diva suit is down.
Oh, Timer just going to get that shot immediately onto side player. Oh, really good sound barrier to stop that headshot from grabbing the kill. As Timer, he's in trouble, gets bopped in the skull by Alpha. Another self-destruct coming in, just trying to get them off this point, but it's not really enough to get too much done. Effect still running around this point, and you can see now into overtime, Envyus trying to get this one back.
This was actually definitely a better fight for them. Saya player still has tac visor, though he didn't use it. He was picked off early in the fight. Alpha's Earth Shatter did not really accomplish much at the start of that fight either, which is why things started to go wrong for them. And looks like they're just going to have to set up for another push here. Saya player going to be the key factor. Libero soon with the self-destruct. Boom's not going to have Graviton, but he may at the end of the fight.
Well, once again, meta Athena looking at Saya player to get this work done. The Nanovisor will be available, but can he get into position to use it is the question. His effect darting around, being frustrating once again. Building up that ult charge. Still has 40% to go though, as Mickey's able to pick up a kill to start this one off. Good beginning to this fight, as there's the Nano actually used onto Hoon. He almost has that Graviton surge, and now Saya player getting this flank. Gets chips immediately, and there's the Graviton surge.
That's what they needed. They needed more. They need more though. They get the kill onto chips already. There goes Harry.
Fire Strike comes in, and Alpha's actually just swinging this hammer around, claiming the lives of Envyus. Only 3 members alive. Mickey's going to get out of that suit and get destroyed. Chip's the last one here, and that's the switchback. Meta Athena, 99-99, grab themselves the first point.
Taimu is going to be the one to look to do it. We've already seen his hit scan accuracy is pretty impressive.
Oh, yeah. Libero right now, though, looking relatively safe. That barrier going down, meaning that they've got a lot of room to work with, and already health bars getting torn apart. Meta Athena just playing as a unit right now. Everyone stacked on top of each other. Envyus doing that sort of dive composition thing where you're spreading everyone out. You're using that mobility advantage of the skies. Gets taken down very, very low, and Alpha's already died. The frontline, large member of that, now unable to be a problem. Libero takes down Mickey there on the back end. Okay, Saya player just continuing to clean up here. And this is going to be the flip back to meta Athena. For Envyus, the tools they have left to use to attack this really going to be the Deadeye, a Pulse Bomb, going to have Sound Barrier to buy time. They're not going to have the self-destruct. Mickey used that early. He was picked off immediately as well. Yeah.
It's going to be a tough take back. Nuss is going to have a res too. Here comes the Deadeye looking for a blind shot. He's not going to get it though.
I can't actually charge this one very effectively, and there's the Pulse Bomb, just to make sure that he's not going to be able to stand there and deliver with those bullets, but still unable to actually find the kill. Oh,
nice
beautiful
deny.
stun. Stops the rocket barrage, but Chips had already been taken down. Libero answers that as Timer is going to get the revenge kill. And Mickey and Coco going ballistic on the back end. The Primal Rage just to get them off this point. Envyus doing well so far as Saya player just doing what he can to try and be a nuisance. And look at Meta Athena's comeback.
With the early picks there, those spawns are just so separated from each other. Looks like they're going to hold this one off. Effect trying to buy some time, but he can't do it. And map number
get back
one
on the point, yeah.
Map number 1 goes to Meta here. To be so aggressive there, doesn't get the pick. And Meta Athena is already backing off the point here. They're going to try to swing around to this hotel.
That was all about Effect just being right up in their grill there as well, so making sure that he can confirm the kill onto Alpha.
They're always going to be careful about committing to charges like this when you've got such a good player like Taimu to punish for it. Effect secures the kill. Has a pulse bomb already, looks to drop it. There it is. Gets a pick on Hoon. That means no Graviton Surge for this fight. This may just simply be the cap for Envyus. There it goes.
Yeah, everyone falling down.
Visor that came out. Taimu's going to go for the second floor Deadeye here, but Alpha does protect.
Just getting them away from that payload as well. You saw he had a kill available, but didn't actually decide to go for it just to buy that space. Now Envyus really starting to put the needles into Meta Athena.
Helping to break that Reinhardt shield was where things started to go wrong there for Meta. It's going to be a several-man kill, and they're just trying to shove this all the way to the checkpoint as they continue to stagger the spawns here now of Meta Athena.
Oh my god, yeah, so much damage, and yeah, exactly right, very staggered as well.
Needs to be careful not to find himself picked.
Yeah, this pulse bomb did actually fly out. Harry Hook's able to grab Alpha there. You mentioned that his harassment was going down as multitudes of ultimates are flying through that Graviton Surge. Not exactly doing what Meta Athena needed it to, and they're falling. They're being punished for it.
2 down, that's going to be 3. It's going to help them push around this corner. So again, Alpha getting picked. There was a lot of that came actually from the harassment of Harry in the backline, forcing that Reinhardt shield to turn around. Very frustrating Lucio play, super aggressive from Harry Hook, the ex-DPS player.
Meta Athena will be alive again to try and stave this one off, but that has brought so much distance. 50 meters now for Envyus to make this payload get to the end.
So many ults to help this as well. Okay, we're going to see the Nano Cowboy here coming out.
Yeah,
doesn't pick anything up, but breaks the shield, but he's looking for the follow-up self-destruct once the shield is gone.
Cyplayer was able to answer. Grabs one, Libro's in with a kill as well. Meta Athena with a man advantage here in this fight for the moment. Goodbye on a grenade as Taimu is able to capitalize. Libro doing the same thing. Self-destruct comes down as well. Meta Athena will not lose this one without a fight, as Envyus can't necessarily find their way in to get any more of these picks and hold off this point. Hoon is just such a beast in the front line as well. Cyplayer gets the stun onto Mickey, and they're just trying to keep him alive for as long as possible, get that stagger, and stop the overtime. That is going to be the payload right at the front door, but not quite through. Already able to grab the first pick here for Meta Athena.
Harry Hook's aggressive harassment ends up being the other side of the double-edged sword this time, as he does get picked off.
Setting themselves up now on the point, though, as Libero goes a little bit rogue, gets himself in there. Cyplayer, that fadeaway was so sick.
Backflips off the second floor. Right? It's like a Jedi or something. Okay, Effect drops down the poles, picks up a double.
The double!
That was really well placed there. I have to say, he is not disappointed so far on the Tracer. The angles of these pulse bombs and the harassment, sometimes he's just left to do so much free damage because of the positioning. He hides and then comes in when no one expects him.
Yeah. Meta Athena, though, you can see Hoon able to grab that nano, get a whole lot of pressure down onto this point. Yeah, he is.
He's incredibly low, but he survives throughout all of this.
It means that Hoon can bait better with his shield, you know? Gets in there, it's like, oh, now they know, I know they're going to go for me now. His timing on those shields is so good there as well. As you can see, Envyus have been well and truly pushed back. Chips got picked. Man advantage available for Meta Athena. It's just business as usual as they cap that
shield usage, maintaining such high energy non-stop. Yes. This is the Hoon Zarya that we've come to know and love, despite the fact that it's so off meta right now.
Well, Nuss is going to get taken down there by Taimu, who had a great position. You did need to invest the tac visor into it, though, as Hoon grabs the double kill. Both supports destroyed by the Zarya, and this guy is proving exactly what he said in the startup video, saying, you will see my Zarya, and it will still be good.
He looks to get the pulse bomb up. So many ults available here for Envyus in just a moment.
Well, Effect able to grab Cyplayer there as well. So important when we're running so many tanks on the side of Meta Athena. Chris answers as Effect is eventually dealt with. Of course, Lucio is surprisingly good at dealing with that with the Tracer, as there's the nanovisor coming out from Taimu, who's getting a lot of damage into Meta Athena in this choke point around the corner.
Okay, they just need to make sure they don't get split here with their spawns, because they're going to have such a lot to work with. Here's the combo coming in, the bigger bang!
Oh my god!
That's what they were looking for. Now Saya finishes off his tac visor.
And Effect only just respawned and immediately goes down. We've got 3 meters as Meta Athena are piling.
All right, coming out one by one. There's the Earth Shatter coming in, and they are just stopping them in their tracks over and over again. Effect coming in for the harass now, needs to slow this down.
Coco's going to get to the point here. Effect actually now with a bit of protection, but look at the shields coming out from Meta Athena. They do make it there. How did they not get on the point?
It looks like they were trying to deal with Alpha there at the front, who was slept early, but someone needed to stand there to deny the push. And they had such a solid defense repeatedly there, but once the combo came out, it feels like that's what Envyus is really struggling to deal with, is these bigger bang.
A couple of picks on both sides. In fact, everyone answering. Meta Athena actually coming out the best of this.
The key here is that Chris was EMP'd, and also there was no res available. So
that was sick from Mickey, by the way.
Yeah. It's like, I will never lose a 1v1. All right, looks like he wants to actually delay this push. Remember, Chris has the res, so it's going to be very difficult to actually stop this cap. But he just wants to buy some time, quite literally, without dying.
Yeah.
Chips is actually stuck in here as well. They're actually going to commit here, diving on.
They all managed to make their way back in, as now we're seeing what Hoon can do with this self-destruct. Not sure whether the space was quite enough there as Cyplayer able to grab the mech from Mickey.
Barrage still available, looking for an angle here.
This Cyplayer now with the ultimate able to start picking up some of these kills. Chips unable to grab too much as there's the rocket barrage. Good positioning as well, as the Primal Rage can't really answer this one.
Yeah, not to forget that there's a res available for Meta Athena. So I think the idea here for Envyus was this is going to be very futile in terms of defense. We want to buy some time. We also want to force them to use a lot of their ults, because if they take the point and have all those same ults to push point B, they might do a double cap. So well played by Envyus to actually force them to use so many of the resources.
Oh, Cyplayer, phenomenal tracking. Knows exactly where Effect's going to be flying back to. It's going to be Mickey losing his mech there as well. This could spell disaster on the side of Envyus.
The pick here for Alpha is actually nearly about to have another Primal Rage available.
So much room to work with now for Libero as well. He's just raining hell down on top of Envyus.
Okay, Chris having that res is so important too. Okay, here comes Taimu.
Oh,
finds a nice angle, gets double.
Tracking.
That looks like that's going to be into this push.
Yeah,
see you
Libero.
later. Oh, nice kill by Libero. Picks up the double. Takes effect as well. I want to see a recap of that.
Actually, right now, Envyus only with a couple available, and Chips was immediately taken down, like you said. So Libero picks up that kill as he respawns. Mickey just going to boot the monkey out of the way. Timer is able to grab Nusso on the back end. A lot of support now missing. They're relying on the Mercy here to try and get the work done, but look at this. Chips is running through, looking for that EMP, throws it out. Not sure whether he got exactly the members that he wanted to.
So.
Meta Athena, look at that. The rocket barrage, the tac visor, the combos, and the kills. That's going to be the cap.
They used the EMP just a little bit too late. The pulse bomb, though, on his way out.
Important to know that Chris was up there to answer the Tracer there as well. Just with the boot, with the fact that he does so much more damage now after the buffs. And Timer is able to take down Alpha. Frontline now well and truly crippled on the side of Meta Athena, as Hoon is going to see a lot of this focus as well. Aggressive positioning by Mickey as well on this Winston. It's just pushing Cyplayer away from this one. Envyus really want to try and get on this point. Cyplayer gets popped.
At least he got some heals there for the percentage to build. But Envyus is just taking them off one by one, picking them up and knocking them down.
Yeah, the grenades and the Helix rockets, and my God.
Very early cap. Yeah, that was a very large time bank. So we talked about how 320 is very difficult to achieve, but they're going to have 7 minutes to make it happen.
Pulse bomb flies through. Just going to try and get onto the other side here. Good barrier comes down as well as Effect grabs Chris. That's another kill as Timer is trying to get this snowball cap. Cyplayer answers, but there's Coco with more. Helix Rocket's going to pick one up onto Cyplayer as well. And now we've just got a lone diva on this point on the side of Meta Athena trying to hold this one.
Chris wants to buy some time here, but he's already very low. Down he goes.
Oh,
this could actually be a very quick double cap. Cyplayer's forced out here by Mickey.
This is precisely what we were talking about. It can happen, and there it is.
Whoa!
Envyus with 6 minutes in the bank.
Libero's trying to make it fish in the barrel over here, but he's having a lot more trouble. Actually drops down here. Very risky situation there.
With projectiles, it's harder to hit the fish, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Certainly so. Well, Envyus is going to have another EMP available for this last push. There's nothing on the side of Meta Athena in terms of ults right now.
It's going to be a zoning ultimate flying through there. Hoon throws in the self-destruct. Now we've got an EMP flying up, and Chip's immediately destroyed. Hoon just says, nope, we're going to want you out of that one. Now the Baby Diva is just trying to defend this point, but we're into overtime and it is ticking down. Nuss gets himself onto that point now, and you can see Envyus stuck in this building. Not a lot of members have made it back here But now Taimu's going to be there. He's on the point. Coco gets a kill with the Primal Rage, and that is going to be no support left available for Meta Athena. Ticking down now. This could be the full hold on point 1 for Envyus, and that's going to be that.
Very well played there. Having just more efficient trade question. They have to, of course, to win this map, win the series, or at least force a tiebreaker, I should say.
Well, manages to get the nano out just in time here, but Envyus just throwing down every single Q button that they can find on their keyboard. And that is going to be so many kills already. Remember, it's only one tick that they need to get to. There it is! No, not quite.
Nearly.
Meta Athena holding them off, but that's going to be that. That's going to be 2-point capture going over to Envyus. Nicely done. And this could be the beginning of the reverse sweep.
It could be. Don't always want to throw those words out too early, but with the energy there and how dominant that map was for Envy, it's definitely a possibility. And it was basically all the cards in the deck were stacked against Meta Athena because of the incredible double push we saw from Envyus earlier.
To this Widowmaker as well, because Effect says, I can do this all by myself. So close, really nice heals.
Really patient by Saya there too, he just kind of stood there. Harryhawk picks up the kill onto Hoon as well. Just an aggressive
There's a rocket barrage in the backline though. Harryhawk and Taimu both going to fall down. Alpha going to follow up with a kill onto Chips. So Envyus losing half of their team.
This feels like these pushes haven't been very strong though for Meta Athena. They're struggling really hard.
Yeah, they can't gain control even though they are getting picks.
It's just that Saya is not able to really even fire. He's constantly on the retreat, and when he moves back, then Effect is harassing somebody else. He's already moved on. This feels like it might be time for the Widowmaker pick to go, especially with the pick here. See if he swaps. Yeah, he's going to switch to the Soldier. This was just not working out because Effect was so effective. Pun intended. Get to the backlines and harass him, forcing him off the high ground.
Shadow comes out. That's actually 3 stuns coming out from Coco. Nicely played as Envyus find their way back to this payload to try and stop its progress. Chips is going to grab a grenade kill onto Nuss there as well. I like it. Libero just hunting for stragglers now.
Time's running out for Meta Athena. Saya switched, but he doesn't have attack visor available. Taimu does. Ares got the Transcendence.
Do you think that we've finally now seen Envyus' final form, Wolf?
Like, it starts to feel like it. I just really feel like Saya player should have been more willing to switch off the Widow earlier. He's so stubborn, and I think that cost them big on this first push. Already harassed now with the Soldier as well. Once again, Effect not backing down. There's the kill onto Chris.
Yeah, gets himself out there. Attack Visor comes in for Taimu. Chipsaven is able to take down Psyplayer there as well. The Soldier unable to get anything done for Meta Athena. This overtime should be ticking down because Envyus have just performed themselves a team wipe.
There you have it.
That is going to be that.
78.96. And look, we talk about how Dorado's such a great map for...
Now, Effect looking for that flanking play once again. He's already so deep.
I mean, he is not messing around. He's got the recall here. Just wants to build up a pulse bomb to knock Saya player out once again, forcing them away. They could get so much early push this way.
But the thing is, like, if Libero's now having to deal with Effect, then that's no defense matrix on the save, and like that's just so difficult to deal with and so important for Effect, who's just not going to get taken down because he's so frustrating.
Yeah, it's so much free push
there's
here.
The stun. Nuss going to get taken down by Taimu. Nice headshot.
Oh, there's the kill into Saya. Remember, that's just only Hoon for the damage now. He does get the pick on the Mickey's mech here.
Oh, the bionic grenade there for the heal deny.
I mean, this is just a wipe nearly. Envyus is just playing Dorado way better. They crushed this game.
What's
and
the
we're
speed
going to
limit?
Game 5.
That payload was moving so fast, Wolf. Ain't nothing stopping that one. And yeah, Game 5, the reverse sweep, an opportunity.
On one of Meta Athena's best maps, with his Zarya play, didn't even get to see the Graviton Surge. The push came out so early because Effect hit that backline hard. And it finally feels like this is the Effect we've heard so much.
Meta Athena have hopped onto this point. Taimu just, what is this? The flanking. Oh! There's the hook. That's going to be a dead McCree.
Just really feels like Envyus knows exactly how to isolate and remove Saya player, and that's the tactic they've decided to go with ever since Volskaya, and it has been real effective. Hoon, they do a lot of extra damage here, but we'll have to back off. That was a support here from Changshik.
Yeah, they're in well and truly a bad position, as there's the pulse bomb. Effect is going to be able to grab Hoon. Taimu with a crit there as well, as now Envyus is just cleaning up.
Just feels like it was unnecessary to drop down the nano boost there as well. The idea is to, with Hoon having large amounts of energy of the nano boost on him, to get a graviton surge and then suddenly turn that fight. Than Alpha was, so perhaps why the sub. Coming around here though, sound barrier is down. Taimu with the whole hog pop though, already picks up one.
Yeah, Chris has managed to get one kill, but Cyplayer, the fact that he's lost is so important, and now Envyus just tearing him up. Harry Hook's able to grab a kill with the Helix rockets there as well, just proving that he should probably be a DPS, as Effect is able to chase everyone down. Successful defense once again, and only 2 minutes left remaining. Envyus to go for this full hold. Been saying that a lot. Well, has been pretty important here for this team. Into the right position.
Sound barrier's up already.
Yep, Coco has that Earth Shatter available as well. They need to be so careful with where these shields are being positioned, but they're getting corralled right now. Harry Hook grabs a kill first. Envyus have so many ultimates available for this defense. Only 10 seconds remain, and that is the team wipe. See you later, Meta Athena. That's the full hold for Envyus.
Pretty sure Mickey ate that Graviton Surge too, which is so critical. There's another pulse bomb from Effect, and that is it.
Oh.
The full hold coming out from Envyus. And the reverse sweep, you called it out, we might potentially see that. We see that.
Affect their mental game whatsoever. We'll see whether now on attack they're going to be able to get the work done, and see that control of the high ground so important immediately as Effect gets that pick up onto Nuss. He wants more as well, as he's focusing down the supports and the tanks. See you later, Janksy. You are not getting any more done. What the hell is this guy doing?
Look at this tracking. He's untouched,
it's
by the way.
like he's invisible.
Yeah, they can't really stop him here. And this is just so much damage done already for Effect. He is killing it now.
And a pulse bomb already coming out. It's only been seconds into this game. They get the mech. They get the snipes on Hoon as well. Libero's dead. I mean,
they're looking for the cap. They're so close. Look at this. He is just invincible back here. No one's dealing with him. He's lightning fast. His tracking's incredible. And target selection on the side of Envyus.
That's why he's rank 1. How many kills already out of Effect? They're just feeding him right here. And that is going to be that. Envyus succeed with the reverse sweep. We should have known. They've been scrimming against Lunatic High, the reverse sweep kings, and they're going to do it. That Hollywood was so fast and so